Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean. Please welcome my very special co-host today is Ginny B. Hi, Ginny.
Hello, everybody, and I hope everyone's having a great afternoon.
It is a great afternoon. And where are you coming to us from? You're from the Midwest, is that correct?
The Central Iowa.
Iowa. That's a beautiful place. And how's the weather there in Iowa today?
Today it is absolutely beautiful fall day, and tomorrow summer comes back.
Oh, okay. Okay. I understand. When you said fall, I was like, what? What did I miss?
It's been
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, it was very cool and a beautiful weather, better beautiful, high 70s, low 80s in the past 2 or 3 days here too. It was very cool at night as well. It was beautiful sleeping
Mhm.
weather. And but yeah, the heat's coming back around here. I'm in the Washington D.C. area. I'm a little further south and very much more further east. I just want to say hello to everybody. We have so many people here. Nice to see everybody. Rooted Willow is here. Akila is here. Hi, Akila. You're next,
Hello,
girlfriend.
Akiva. Mhm.
And
Mhm.
Taynita is here. And Lottie B is here. Jennifer is here. Bora Bora. Hi, Bora Bora. Nice to see you. Glad to see you live. And, well, she usually comments after. And Laura Hammond is here. Nice to see you. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Jenny Berlin is here. And of course, Craig Dixon is here. Thank you very much, everybody. Kim B is here. Nice to see you. Wow. Wow, we have the whole gang. I never know with these afternoon shows how many people are going to be here. And I'm always very surprised. So, what we'd like to do today, everybody, is we're going to be doing messages from your loved ones. If you would like a message from your loved one, please provide the name and the relation. And we're also doing messages from spirit guides, and we ask that you use caps and emojis, and all the questions will be chosen at random. So we just thank you all for being here. And Kim B, I see your question. And if you didn't, I can see it. But if you can do it in caps and emojis, that's fine. But sometimes I can see it. Okay. Jenny, I have your question. So let me just go through here. And I have to say, Ginny, the last couple of shows that you and I did together were very impactful and had amazing readings and messages come through.
It's phenomenal to be on this end of it and do that. It's an honor.
Isn't it?
It
It
is.
is. Yeah. And I remember because you were getting a little um,
Emotional.
emotional through some of them. And it is
Yep.
that powerful
Yep.
that we can feel the love, we can feel the connection, we can feel just the emotion in between. All right. Very good. Oof. Craig Dixon. I'm going to start with you, Craig, since you did caps. I appreciate that. And we're just going to be choosing the questions at random. Okay. I see you twice, Kim. Thank you. Sorry, I have to go through. Let me see. All right, very good. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with Craig Dixon. Hi, Jean. Hi, Ginny B. Does my grandmother Irene have anything to say to me? Wow. Wow. Do you need to know which grandmother that is?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I just
Hi,
had a card
Sandra.
fly out of the deck
Already on the first
already
question?
on the first
Wow.
question. Yes. I so I'll just go ahead. Craig, Irene wants you to all the compassion that you give to other people. You need to be standing in the mirror sometimes and give that to yourself. It needs to reflect back to you. Um, I'll just read the card and then we can go into is you're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break instead of being a taskmaster. You are not a bully. You are not a horrible friend. and be a loving comfort to yourself, because you always need to be the one who has your back. So compassion for Craig from Craig. I think that's one of the hardest things that we do, or we're called to do, because it's much easier to give to someone else when, in essence, my belief, one of our truly solid purposes for all of us on this life is to love ourselves first and foremost, and to accept ourselves as we are, and start with compassion.
Wow. So is this grandmother Irene the one that had psychic skills or intuitive skills, Craig? Also, she's talking about some food she wants you to eat. She wants you to eat right, eat more, eat decadently. I think there's some meals, some home cooked meals that she used to make, and she's showing me something with corn, like cream style corn, or some sort of a corn casserole that she's saying that is really sticks to your ribs, and she's saying that she wants you to eat decadently. But I understand you just went, you had a little stomach issue, so you're eating light at this time. But your grandmother's saying that to enjoy yourself, and to make some of her old recipes is what she's talking about. Either that or that you have them. She wants you to make sure that they don't go, that they're handed down to another family member. She's saying she worked really hard. She worked really hard at making food that everybody liked and that was unique um, and like it was her signature dish that everybody loved. She's also reminding you of some of the traditions that she used to have. And what I mean by that is either prayer or ceremony. I don't know what you would bring to the table, or what you would like some sort of a ceremony that would happen at the dinner table. She's saying that she wants you to remember this, and to perhaps even write it down or record it. She's saying these traditions are very special to her, and that even though it's not the same as it was back then, she still would like for it to be remembered and honored. Like, even though you're not sitting around the table with all your siblings and having meals every day like they used to do, she still wants to make sure that it's remembered and recorded. So that's what she's saying. So let's see what Craig wants to say. He says, Grandma passed in 67, and I would watch Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, and Dark Shadows together. She could sleep and ask to sleep with me. I liked, like I could protect her. Oh, okay. She'd like Clara. Absolutely, she would. Oh, and you were only 4 when she passed. Aw. But she let you watch all those shows. Oh my gosh. I was I was like a little teddy bear to her. How cute. And he says, Grandma would like Clara Bow, my guide. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Craig. I appreciate that. I forgot to tell you guys who is next. So let's go with Kim B. Kim B, you're next. And after Kim B will be Rooted Willow. Let me just find here. Kim B is here. All right. So Kim says, any messages from spirit and ancestors appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, Rooted Willow. I see you.
You want me to go ahead, Jean?
Yes, please,
While
if
you're
you
looking.
have your cards ready.
Overworked. You need to put something back in balance. So in your life, look at how you're doing your daily life, what's on your to-do list versus what's on your to-done list. And sometimes you have too much on your to-do list and we forget to take off what we've done. That's kind of a double thing there. But if you look at it, it reminds me of a story I heard from someone one time, and they always had their to-do list in their pocket on 3x5s, and they felt really, really bad because they never got things done. They forgot to look in the wastebasket where they had thrown the cards that they had accomplished. So you need to have perspective on what it is that's going on right now in your life and rebalance. If it's a job list, rebalance it. If it's tasks, rebalance it. Some things may not be as important. Prioritize them and give yourself a break.
I was getting something very similar to that, Ginny. I felt like, Kim, that there's a lot of moving pieces in your life at this time. It feels like there's not necessarily drama, but important things happening in every aspect of your life, whether that's with your spouse and your kids and your parents and work. Like, this seems like you're pulled in many different directions, and there's lots of moving pieces. It's not anything that you can't handle. It's just you want to know kind of when it's going to slow down a little bit. And it's important for us to manage our own energy and to manage our own reactions. And I think that this is what Ginny was also saying, that when we're reacting and not taking care of ourselves, it's difficult to keep up. We always feel like we're running behind or can't quite catch up. But when we actually take the time to tend to our own needs, our own balance, our own health, our own requirements, then for the rest of our life, or the areas of our life around us, they tend to sort of follow suit. It's not that you're chasing them anymore, it's that they're obtainable and manageable because you have balance within you. And we think that, how could I ever take 5 minutes for myself if I'm chasing all of these things and I can't keep up now? How could I possibly take 5 minutes out of my day for myself? But it really is it really makes a big difference for yourself there, Kim. So I hope that makes sense for you. Let me see. Wow, we have the whole gangs here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Let's see. Kim, just let us know if that makes sense to you. And Melinda, I see you. Everybody's here. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you very much. And Rooted Willow said she was here. After Rooted Willow is Jenny Berlin. Jenny, if you are still here, just say hello. Okay, so Rooted Willow says, I would love a general message from my guides, whatever they need me to know. Okay, very good. Thank you, Rooted Willow. Hey, Scott, Scorpio Sun Tarot is here. It's Ginny, and I know it's hard to see her name because it's not up there. It's Ginny, but
I think there
Scott's
is a
always.
Gina out there somewhere.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you're saying.
In the chat.
He was saying to Gina, Gina M. You're right. But nice to see you, Scott. Thanks for stopping by. So Rooted Willow says, I would love a general message from my guides.
I pulled out of a Guides of the Hidden Realms deck.
Cool.
See this here. And it's Serenity Out of Exile, which we kind of have a theme going here. About relaxing, reassessing. The rest of the words are exhale, surrender, and radical acceptance. I get the sense of fighting against the current. Again, like the two things that we've answered so far today, it's time to just take a breath and reassess. Make that list that's the bugging you, this to-do list. And we all have them, whether it's with our relationships, our tasks, our jobs, and relook at the priorities. What is it that's really, really important? What really needs to be done now? What can wait? And give yourself a break. Again, it's the same, a repeating on the same thing, and I'm using different decks and coming up with the same thing. Just breathe in that exhale. Make that exhale, drop your shoulders down and let all of that out, and breathe in new and fresh. And just take some joy. Just take some joy. Enjoy the weather that's coming up wherever you're at, even if it's hot and muggy. And it's a good time to be alive because you're here. We're here. We might as well enjoy it, but reassess those values and give yourself a break.
I love that, Ginny. You're so spot on. It is a lot like the same energy, and it's not by accident that you guys are all here together looking for the same type of message. It is often that, especially when we choose the questions together, and it's totally at random. But this happens to me over and over, and you guys know that a lot of the same messaging for many different people are coming through. So if you haven't asked the question and this does apply to you, I would also take it as a message for yourself as well. So, Rooted Willow, what I was picking up for you is to take back your power. Put yourself first, is what your spirit guides want you to know. Others will adjust. Choice by choice, decision by decision. Take back your power. Start something new, decide something different. Put yourself first and look at life in a new perspective. That each day when you wake up, each choice that you make, each decision that you make, whether it's what you wear, whether it's what you eat, whether it's, if you take a shower in the morning or in the evening, whether, whatever it is, make a choice that best suits you for that day. And we'll soon understand what that feels like to take back our power and to do things that are in our best interest, not not instead of everybody else. And I understand if you have a family and you're taking care of other people, but still you can make a choice to choose something for yourself. And when we do have a family and children watching us, that's the best way to teach them, is to treat yourself with respect and with kindness and compassion. And this is how children will learn how to respect themselves and to treat themselves with kindness and compassion. So let me know if any of that resonated with you, Rooted Willow. Let me see. She says, the car has been beating my butt. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
I just got something on that because I read her comment she had earlier about that she had a bolt that wouldn't come loose. And as she said that, and you were reading that, it came through, is you need to look from a different perspective. And that includes on how to get that bolt loose. Instead of continuing trying to do it the way you're doing it, think outside the bolt box. Like kind of relax, move away, look around, and all of a sudden something's going to come to you for any of the problems that you have with that car that is you're going to have an aha.
Wow. Very nice. She said, I got a little issue going on with son and mom and car and more. And that last reading probably applied to you as well. And she said it definitely resonated. And she said, I'm taking a break from it. That's right. Good. Very good. Hi, Linda Kennedy. Nice to see you. So Jenny Berlin is next. After Jenny Berlin is Tainita. And then after Tainita is Sandra. And if you ladies would be so kind as to just say hello. All right. So Jenny says, do you see me and my hubby moving? So let me use my pendulum on this. Is Jenny Berlin and her husband going to move from the place where they live currently? So eventually, yes. Will they be moving before December 1st of 2024? Doesn't look like it changed right to no. Will they be moving by March 1st of 2025? It changed right to a yes. Will they be moving by February 1st, 2025? And it's going in a circle. So now realize that this is you actually moving. You would have to find a place and make that arrangement for you to be moving by February. So I would say it's coming up soon for sure. Mm-hmm.
I love it when there's multiple modalities and they say the same thing. I had two cards fall out of my tarot deck, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So, the Queen of Cups, New Horizons, is one of the terms that caught my eye on this. And then the Queen of Pentacles is a down-to-earth, industrious, business-like, financially responsible. So there's new horizons when the money is right, but you have to monitor that money because you're going to be juggling what your decisions are going to be. In other words, you have to look at all your options. You have to look at all your options and what it is you want to do, because then, as Jean says, it comes around in time. But you have to do the upfront. You have to do the upfront work first and put it into play.
Absolutely. Wow. Good for you. Excellent. Wow. So, it's hard to read some of the comments coming through. Hoping my granddad would come through. Sophie, I see you. We're going to try and get you in here. So thank you very much, Jenny. I appreciate that. Just let us know how that resonated with you. She says, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And this is a high manifestation time in history, I think. Really, I mean, we can manifest a lot. So did Tanita say hello? And then Sandra Wells is next. I don't know did anybody see Tanita? I see Sandra. She said yes. Okay, Tanita said yes. Sorry, I didn't see it. Now I do. So Tanita, then Sandra, and then Baby Angel. Oh, Tanitha says, I love a message from my spirit guides or past loved ones. Okay. Anyone that comes through. So I'm getting a gentleman coming through pretty strong and loud for you, Tanita. I feel like it's either like a grandfather or uncle. It seems like somebody who's older, somebody who's used to telling other people what to do. They have an authoritative type of voice, but in a loving way. Get down off that wall, you're going to fall. Like somebody who would be watching over you and who would reprimand you in order to keep you safe. I feel like there's somebody who used to tell you or would tell the family things like warnings or teachings, or, when I was a kid, I used to do this. And something that he sounds like he would talk a lot, have not necessarily an opinion, but like advice. Somebody who would talk a lot and have advice. This gentleman is very much around you, very much looking over you, watching over you, and guiding you. And he's quite insistent. And I'm not sure if you're ignoring him or if people used to ignore him. Um, and he just seems like he wants to be heard. Do you know who this person is, Tanita? Oh gosh, she said it was her dad. Oh my gosh. And then she's laughing. She goes, LOL, sounds like him. Oh my gosh, Tanita, he is here and he is loud. Because I
Yeah.
was like going to go for a spirit
Mhm.
guide, but he's like, do this, don't do that, watch out, don't do this. But, eat your Wheaties, and he's very much, telling you, and he does this out of love, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of words. It's a lot of sound. It's a lot of. He thinks that the more he keeps your attention and that your ear, that the more you'll learn. But it's not. He just has to say it and stop, but he's almost like repeating himself. But he wants you to know that he's watching over you. He wants you to know that he loves you, and he wants you to know to be strong and to be courageous, and that life is fleeting, and to make the most of every moment, not to wait and sit on the sidelines for something. He wants you to live every day in spite of maybe not having everything perfect. He wants you to appreciate life, and he's very insistent. He's quite yeah. I'm just going to leave it there because he's going to go on. He'll take the whole hour.
Well, as I was reaching for spirit guide cards, I got this dad in my head. Just it's kind of like it's kind of like, okay, so what is this? And what I got was a. We talked about this before. You really know what to do. You know, my sense is that he had certain ways of doing things, and he had everybody follow that. He wants you to know that he's here helping you, but that you need to listen, because another thing comes is this, that you need to pay attention, because we've talked about this. And then the other card in the same deck I got is that, earth is our school. So he was teaching you, he's still teaching you, and he thinks that you're ignoring, his nudges, when in essence he knows that you also know what you're doing. If that makes any sense, that he gets kind of stuck in that, but he's very, very close. Just everything that Jean said, very, very insistent, very, very present. And just as I just have this just how do I describe it? Just lots of colors. I'm just seeing lots and lots of colors, and it's just happiness and flowers, that he's really, really happy and stuff, but he really wants you to listen. But he really still wants you to listen. And you can just, wish him well and give him, a kiss at night, and tell him that, yeah, but you still have your own stuff to learn, because Earth is still a school and stuff. But yeah, he's very, very present. I had no doubt that it was a dad.
Wow. Wow. Good for you. Well, Tanita says, haha, she says, I need his guidance at the moment. He used to be my sounding board and she misses that. And she says, that's amazing, Ginny. That's just amazing. She says, so I hear these two hardiest screaming. I don't know what they are, at me every day when I get to work, and I'm convinced it's him and a boyfriend, but I brush it off. Oh, maybe that's a kind of a bird. I don't know.
Oh,
Uh, I brush it off, and that's the ignoring he's talking about.
yes,
Are those
yes.
birds? But he also says everything you need to know. He's already told you.
Yeah.
And he says, think back and remember what I said.
Yeah.
He says,
We
you
talked about
know
that.
what I've taught you. You already know everything that you need to know. I've already taught you this. And he just wants you to, yeah, they're birds. Okay. Um, he's already taught you this. He just wants you to think back and remember. But he's sending you lots of blessings, Tanita. And wow, that came through really, really strong.
So talk to
Okay.
those birds.
Say thank you, Dad. When you hear those birds, say thank you, Dad. I hear you. Or I love you, Dad. And say, I know this is a message from you, Dad. So he feels heard. How nice. You're welcome, Tanita. All right, Sandra is here, and baby Angel, if you're here, say hello. I think Sandra said, Sandra said she was here. Baby Angel, if you're still here, just say hello. And after Baby Angel is Astral Travel. So if you guys can just say hello. I'm saying that in case they're not here anymore. Okay, Baby Angel's here. Okay. So Sandra says, can I have a message from my sisters, Marlene or my sister Gail? How to help out Sister Marlene? I'm not sure from my sister Marlene or my sister Gail. How to help out. Is your sister? Oh, thank you, Tanita. That was very special. Thank you very much. Okay, your baby sister Merlene, massive stroke in the same hospital as Sister Gail, who passed 2 months ago. Okay, so Merlene is still here, but she's in. Is she in a coma, or she's just in like a? Okay, so let's see what we can get. I understand that you know that we're not doctors, but let's see what advice she has for Sister Merlene from Sister Gail. Okay, she's paralyzed in the hospital.
What I have in an angel and aura deck is angels. Angels are watching over all of you. I'm going to cry. You are all supported and loved, and that's all you can do is support and love in turn, and be connected. As a lot of sisterly love. There's the sisterly love that I'm feeling is overwhelming. It's just overwhelming. And you just need to love those that are still here and be in spirit with those that aren't, because it will unfold as it's supposed to. And there's not just love. That's all I got, and lots of tears for you. Someday maybe I'll get through an hour without crying.
I know it's deep, it's heavy.
It is. It is very deep.
And Sister Gail wants you to know that she is now an angel that you can call on. She said she has Merlene in her arms, and that she is taking care of Merlene, and she is watching over Merlene, sort of like when she sleeps. She says, trust that I am here, Gail, or that Gail is there, and that when you go home and you rest at night and you worry about Merlene, what's happening, what's going on, Gail is there taking care of Merlene. She said, I am also here watching over you, Sandra. She said, both of you need my care. She said, just because Merlene has a physical ailment doesn't mean that you're not hurting any more, any less. She said, you're both my top priority, and that I and watching over you, as well as sending angels to watch over you. She's saying, please do take care of yourself. Please do trust that Merlene's soul is on her soul's journey. She wanted to have this experience in this lifetime, and her soul is expanding and growing, and I feel like Merlene was somebody who helped other people so much, and that this is a difficult place for her because she was there to help other people, and it's difficult because now she can't help other people, and she has to almost take a step back and allow people to help her. And this is very difficult for Merlene. And she's saying that this is something that her soul needed to experience, is to have unconditional love and compassion be shown or to be directed towards Merlene. She's saying, Sandra, Gail is saying, please don't take all of this on your own shoulders. This is Gail's life. This is not your life to live for Gail. Gail needs to live this life. You are here to support her, not to live her life for her. I'm not sure if you're taking over her home or her family or her responsibilities. Now, I understand if she can't pay her bills and you're helping out with things like that, with, helping her take care of things or set things up to be taken care of. That's one thing that you can do to help support your sister. But you can't, not you can't, but they're saying that it's important for you not to put your whole energy into Gail because you're depleting all of your resources.
Yeah.
They need you to be strong while supporting Gail where you can. And where you can't, supporting Merlene where you can. And where you can't, Gail is there to pick up and allow for other family members to also pick up and support Merlene.
I had another card just fall out. Spiritual relationships. You're all connected. It's so hard to be where you're at, Sandra. Intuition, connection, signs, and inspiration. All is as it should be, which is a hard thing when you're in the middle of that. But just as Jean said, you have to take care of you and where you're at to be of any support to your sister, and just to know that you're still all connected. There's the only difference is on which side of the veil you are. And even your sister who is just had the stroke, she knows you're there. She knows you're there, and they do want you to take care of yourself.
Yeah, it's difficult there, Sandra. But she said trying to assist her children when I'm here in Buffalo, but I'm back when I'm in Buffalo, but I'm back home now. And I understand that she raised Merlene. So your little sister, you practically raised her. Yeah. So that's the responsibility that I feel that you feel for her, that responsibility. Yeah. Do take care of yourself, sweet Sandra. Miss Sandra Wells. And your prayers carry far and wide and are heard for sure. And Gail is there watching over her when others cannot. Yeah, that's difficult. I'm so sorry to hear that, Sandra. Okay, so after Sandra, Baby Angel. After Baby Angel is Astral. I'm not sure. Did anybody see Astral? I have a couple of moderators. I don't know if Astral Travel said yes. So let me see. Baby Angel, I did see you. And Astral Traveler is after Baby Angel. And we're doing good here, guys. I'm looking for Astral Travel. I don't think I saw them. So let me check. Let me pick somebody else so that you guys know who's next. Sophie Beresford. Sophie Beresford, if you're here, just say yes or just say hi. All right. So, baby angel, she says, I would like to know if my ancestors and spirit guides have any messages for me. I love it. Isn't that funny, Ginny?
Yeah.
It's so cute. I love it. All right. And if you're ready, Ginny, you can go first because I'm just now tapping in. I see you, Sophie.
You need to honor yourself, and you need to take charge, and you need to drop the shame that you carry. Shame is one of those really interesting burdens that we put ourselves with, whatever it is, and it can be different for all of us. It could be shame that, I didn't do good in a class, or I didn't love somebody enough, or whatever it is. We all have a monochrome, a little kernel of shame someplace that we carry around with us, but it's something that's our interpretation of what happened. We shame ourselves. We have the shame on you. Well, we shame ourselves, or we let other people shame us for something that we did or did not do or should have done. Only you know your story, baby angel. And it says you've carried this burden for too long. It's time to release the guilt you've placed on yourself. I'll repeat that: the guilt you have placed on yourself, and start a new chapter in your life. Set a new goal and begin taking action towards your happiness. There's not a whole lot in these pictures other than they're just pretty colors. In other words, you have to, that exhale again. We talked earlier about that exhale. You need to exhale out all that bad stuff. But you need to honor yourself with this. And I like this picture because it's to raise up and let it in and let the sunshine in. You have back to the self-love, the self-acknowledgement, taking care of self. And it's recognize the hard work you've put in to get where you are today. Instead of thinking how far you still have to go, remind yourself of all that you've accomplished and be proud. You are who you are today because you went through what you have been through, whatever that is. We all have our own story, and there's something in it that is getting us. And I picked all these cards at random, by the way, and this is how they came out to make the story for you. And that's to take charge. You need to take charge of yourself. People treat you how you let them treat you. And if you treat yourself better, then people will treat you better, if that is the issue that's in your life. And it's a remarkable thing. And I learned it way too late in my life. You're taking a back seat in a relationship or situation, and it may end up costing you time, money, or opportunity. You need to step up and regain control once again. And sometimes this is a relationship with yourself, because I don't know your particular story. So think of this in broad terms. In all places that it might apply, and just know you got this. You got this, and you can do this, and throw off all these other burdens and stand tall in your own light.
Wow. That was really powerful, Ginny. Thank you so very much. That was amazing. Baby Angel, I hope that that you understood from where this is coming from. And it's not a judgment. It's an observation of where some of the feminine line or the divine feminine has been treated in and conditioned in the last 20, 40, 60 years or more. And it used to be acceptable, but now we need to take our power back. Now we need to stand up for ourselves. Now we need to not let others treat us, even in just the slightest way, or even in like a joking way, or even in like, oh, I forgot to call you. No, you need to call them out and say, this is what I deserve. I deserve respect. And I would appreciate you showing up on time, or whatever it is. It's it'll get out. Sometimes if we allow this, there's like a little bit of a cuteness sometimes when people say, "Oh, it's okay," or but it's really, and you're like, "Oh, I'm not taking it so serious. It doesn't really matter." But it's important to um, stand in our power and just state the boundaries of where the line is with you and what you'll tolerate and what you won't, and stick to those. um, you may not feel that your self-esteem, like Ginny said, that you are worthy, and there is a lot of people here who feel that same way, and it has a lot to do with the conditioning. But with our soul, with our spirit, with this divine spark of our soul that is coming through at this time. You're here for a reason. You're interested in the higher vibrational, spiritual lessons and guidance. And this is what they want you to do: is take back your, not just your ego or your human spirit. There is a spirit inside you that is um, deserving of dignity and of respect and of love and compassion. And it's really important for us to recognize that we're not the human that has been told or conditioned to believe certain things. We are also a soul and a divine feminine inside of us that requires this respect um, and love and compassion. So I'm just going to leave it there, just something for you to think about. And I don't know, it's not, I need this too. Every feminine, every divine feminine energy out there also needs this, because of the way the divine feminine has been treated in the past, in the recent past, or been conditioned in the recent past. And you may be feeling this. You may be feeling like it's time for you to step up and to reclaim what is, the respect that you deserve. Aw. So she says,
Yeah.
deep down, I know I'm strong, but I get judged for not being feminine. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, you are who you are, and love who you are, and this is the um, boundary that you display, and
And
you deserve respect.
oftentimes,
Go ahead.
when people are finding fault with us, it's because they are comparing themselves to you and find themselves lacking. So they have to find something about you that they can pick on. So people recognize your strength. And so they have, well, you're this, but you're not that. What is to look feminine, act feminine? What is that? I don't know. You know, uh, be who you are, because that's what you came here to do. To be,
Authenticity is
yeah,
our soul
yeah,
expressing itself,
yeah,
is our divine spark expressing itself.
yep.
So as long as you are authentic and you're not, you don't pretend to be something that you're not, this is what they may feel in the strength that's inside of you is that authenticity. It's that being who we truly are at our core soul's vibration. And this is a way for us to walk in with spirit and our ego balanced. So thank you very much for that, baby angel. I really appreciate you being here, asking that question. I think a lot of people needed to listen and understand and be reminded of that. I know I needed to be reminded of that. And it's just it's really important right now. And it's on the macrocosm as well as the microcosm. So thank you very much, baby angel. I appreciate you. All right. So Sophie is next. Where is she? Here she is. Okay. And after Sophie, is Melinda Rogers here or Jackie Cirillo? All right. Well, let me just write that. All right. Sophie says, please may I be considered for a reading with my granddad, Michael. He passed over a month today. I miss him so much. Aw, wow, that's really soon. That's really soon. Okay, Melinda and Jackie, I see you both. Thank you, ladies. Aw. Did you ever see the movie The Santa Claus, the Claus, and it was Scott Calvin, and he became the Santa by accident. And the little kid, he was given a snow globe to shake whenever he wanted Santa, because that's his dad.
Beautiful.
And so he's saying, "Whenever you need me," and that when it was so the kid would shake the snow globe, and Santa would come back and say, "Yes, sport. What did you need? I'm right here. What did you need?" Even though his dad, and I know this is your grandfather, and I don't know if he liked that movie or if this has anything else to do with it, but he's saying that even though he may be off doing something else right now, he's always available to you. That all you need to do is to shake that little snow globe, or to call his name, or to think of him and say, "Granddad, I need you," or "Granddad, will you come and um, remind me that you're still watching over me." He's saying that he's doing very well, and he's in a better place, and he's in a place of honor. He's saying that he's very well tended to. I don't know if there's other siblings, if he had other siblings that were on the other side, or if his wife is on the other side, but there's other, or somebody is over on the other side tending to him and taking care of him. He's very well taken care of, and he's very well sort of like recuperating and revitalizing his energy. But he's saying he's never too far away, that he is not able to be with you, and that connection that you had with him in this world is always, the connection is maintained. It may be from coming from a different direction, but the connection is forever. Your soul and his soul is forever connected, and whenever you need him, you can call on him, and he will be there for you. And you can ask him, say, "Granddad, can you send me some dimes? Will you send me a bird? Will you send me a butterfly?" And wait a couple of weeks and be open. You may see a truck that says butterfly cleaners or something, whatever. But if it may not be an actual butterfly, it may be something else. But whatever you ask him for, just make sure you say, "Thank you, Granddad. I know that's you. I know you're still here with me." How about you, Ginny?
Well, the first thing that I got is I got three words: laugh, love, and tease. And it's a kind of an odd, laugh and love. We kind of get that one. But I get the sense that he was just very, very full of life, and some, and and he teased, and I don't mean in a mean way, but in a loving way. And so that you knew he loved you if he was teasing you. And if he wasn't teasing you, you knew that maybe you had upset grandpa. That it was just kind of, there was a little bit, it was just kind of like, well, what did I do wrong and stuff? Because you liked it. It's like we don't like to be tickled too much, but we like to be tickled, in all sense of the world. He says it's beautiful where he is. He's in the angelic realm, the energetic realm. Is a life between lives, which is a concept that we don't think about. That on the other side we still have a life, right? It's just in a different form, and that you are never alone. You just need to talk to him, and he is there. And just remember, when you get sad, just remember that who you are because of him, and because he loved you and laughed with you, and because he teased you. Oh, those three words definitely describe her granddad. Wow. Yeah.
How
Pretty cool.
beautiful.
Yes, he was a character.
Wow. 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 Yeah. Thank you very much for your letting us read for your
Yes.
granddad, Sophie.
Yes.
And all the best to you. And Yeah, it's not. He is very well. He is well. He is safe. He is happy, and trust in that. He wants you to trust in that. It's so hard to imagine when they're not here in this world with us. So all the best to you, Sophie. So Melinda and Jackie. Um, Melinda says, message from her guides. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Sophie.
I know a Melinda that lives in Rogers, Arkansas.
You know a Melinda Rogers?
I know a
Wow.
Melinda who lives in Rogers, Arkansas.
Oh, okay. So, Melinda, are you sort of in a transition period? Like, are you going back to school, or are you going to be starting back doing something that you weren't doing over the summer? Or is your life, not your life, but like circumstances changing around you? Like, I don't know if you watch kids or if you just seems like there's something going to change with this coming up in September for you. And it feels like additional responsibility. It feels like something you've done for a while, but you are getting a little tired of doing it. And you're almost like bored, and you kind of want something new. You want something new. You want something meaningful. You want something with purpose. You want something with that will make a difference in people's lives. You're feeling this call to your community, and you're feeling this call to your spiritual development as well. So this is all hand in hand going on all at the same time. I'm also seeing a dragon for you. I'm not sure if you are connected to the dragons at all, but I'm seeing this dragon energy around you too. Um, could you also? I feel like you have pets around you, and or pets on the other side that are still around you. Yep, I feel like you're in a self-evaluation phase. Like you're sort of taking stock of, look at where I am, look at what I'm doing, and what do I have to show for it, or why is this no longer making me happy? And it has to do with the change of frequency and vibration in humanity and on the earth, that things are changing, that we're being called to a higher calling, so to speak, and a more cooperative sort of way of living with our spiritual guidance. So I feel like there's something that's just not uh, fulfilling you. And I do feel like there's something that's changing, and you're not that you're dreading it, it's just that you're not happy about it. You're like, why am I going through the motions? Why is this still happening to me? So she said, I'm calling a feeling, a call to spirituality. Yeah. How about you, Ginny?
Wow. Again, when I pull cards that are doing what you're saying, because that's what I'm getting at, is the first one I got was soul groups, that you are in a soul group, but messages, reunion, connection, and validation. But what hit me is that there's somebody or some group that either someone new or someone from your past that's going to come in, or somebody you're going to meet is somebody that you've known from other lives or other dimensions, and that, so to be open to that, because then I got an angel card. It's open your heart to love, but it's in reverse. So whatever kind of a you've got going, You need to kind of upright yourself to open the door to these new possibilities that Jean was talking about. It says absent resentment, stubbornness, and being too independent. My aunt once told me, don't become so independent that you can't let somebody come in so that you can become interdependent. So this can be in a learning endeavor, a partner endeavor, a business endeavor, a family, whatever that is that you need to open up just a little bit with that. I picked this next card up and then put it back in the deck, and then I was listening to Jean and I pulled it back out, and it split your focus. You want to do something different, but you don't know how to do it. You just have to split your focus. You can, again, do your priorities and find some time, carve out some time, because then the next card I get is study. There's something new you're going to be studying, but remember, you've got to open this door. You've got to open this door to do that. It says a new endeavor is upon you, and it may require new knowledge and skills. Put the intention out to the universe, and the right teacher will find you.
Wow.
So get to work, have fun, enjoy, explore.
Yep.
But
it is.
open that
It
door.
is. That's wonderful, Ginny. I love that. I love that. And it's like now's your chance. Now's your opportunity, Melinda. And it's up to you to take that opportunity. Wow. All the best to you, Melinda. Thank you very much for your question. Next is Jackie Cirillo, and she says, "Hi, everyone. I would love a message from my mom, Rebecca. Please and thank you." You're welcome, Melinda. Mom, Rebecca from Jackie. So your mom seems very young to me. Did she have you when she was young? I feel like there wasn't a lot of age difference between you two. Like you two were sisters for a long time or something. She just seems very young to me. Either that or she passed earlier in life rather than, she didn't live till her, ripe old age. But she just seems very young. She's either that or very young at heart for her whole life. She's coming through very young to me, and she's coming through almost like a sister energy to you, Jackie, and a almost like a team. You two were a team, and she's just saying it was almost like your best friend as well. She seems very young, and she says she is very young. Her soul is very young. She was very kind and funny and really supportive to you, very helpful to you. She's just saying that she loves you. She's still there with you. She was watching over you. I'm not sure if you have kids. She's saying she's watching over the kids. She's watching over the kids. You either have kids or grandkids, but she's watching over the kids, and she just wants you to know that that she is still the woman that you knew to be your mother. The soul and the character of her still lives on, and that she hasn't gone anywhere. She hasn't left anywhere. Her body that her soul and her character was contained in. I'm not sure why she's having me say character, but she's saying that still lives on. She's saying that she's sorry that she left. I feel like she left a little too soon, is what she's saying. And but she wants you to know that she'll be there. She's not going to miss out on anything. I don't know if you think that she's going to miss out from being. I have grown kids and grandkids. Okay. She was a beautiful soul. All right. Thanks, Jackie. She said she was my best friend, and she passed last September. And she was 79. Okay. Oh, she was 20 when she had you. So she's just saying, she's telling me I'm very young. I'm very young. So you two were like a team. You two I mean, there wasn't very many years between you, and that she was your best friend. Okay, this is what she wants you to know. She said she's watching over the kids. Yeah. Aw, that's okay. Yeah. Well, that's the best way to go. She said she passed in the night, no goodbyes, but that's that's what everybody always says. I wish I'd pass in my sleep, right? But it's difficult without saying the goodbyes. But she knows that you think of her, and she just wants you to know that her soul, her character has not gone anywhere. It's still with you, and that she's being taken care of on the other side. How about you, Ginny?
Okay, Jackie. So this, I'm gonna just say this, and then I'll put it together with the cards that I get. But she says you still have to fold the clothes. You still have to put the laundry away. And I had to check and make sure that wasn't my mom that was talking. But I don't know whether she worked in the service industry or volunteered or was always helping people, or whether you do, but you bring value through service. She sees that you bring value being of service, whatever that is in your life, but that you need to be considering some of your options. What's ever going on in your life right now, it's you've narrowed your focus to one desired outcome. You might be missing a bigger opportunity. Again, this refocus, we've had this message again, earlier, is open up and let the universe send you the highest possible result, for your most benevolent outcome. And then you need to break free. You need to break free from your concept of what's going on to live your authentic self. It's that you're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it's necessary. If you're going to share your true self with others, which goes back to this service and bringing value, you must be brave, be real, be you, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you, but you still have to do the laundry and you still have to fold the clothes.
Do you see what she says there, Ginny?
What? Oh.
She says, I have a bed full of unfolded clothes. And this is your mom's way of letting you know that she's still in your life, that she hasn't gone anywhere, that she still is watching over you. And they share these memories of things that, or these instances of things that go on in our own lives to help to, help you to understand that they are still there. They're still watching over you. They see the bed full of unfolded clothes there, Jackie. How wonderful. How wonderful.
Wow. Yes. Thank you, Jackie. What a validation. Because that is the first thing. I mean, I wrote it down. Fold the clothes, the laundry.
I have chills head to toe. And that's what she says. They always just dump the clothes right on the bed. And, I have chills head to toe. And it's really courageous of Ginny to be able to come out and say this, because sometimes we're thinking, like Ginny said, is that my mom saying that? Like, how can I say this to somebody I don't even know to fold the clothes? But that's what she wants to say.
It sounds judgmental. For my part, it's kind of like, well, I hate to judge you, but if you got clothes, you got to get them folded. Mom says, do the chores.
Yeah. She said, yeah, what a lovely message there. Oh, wow. Wow, that was amazing. Amazing, Jackie. And thank you, Rebecca, for coming through and being so clear and so strong and so courageous. We really enjoyed connecting with each and every one of you. She said in an extra bedroom she would stay, and that's where she spent the night. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. So Ginny, thank you so very much for being here and for your expertise, your readings, your compassion. I really do love reading together with you, Ginny. Thank you so very much for being here. And I want to thank each and every one of you who are here watching now and watching later. We both really appreciate all of your questions, all of your comments, and all of your support as well. So
thank you, Jean, for having me.
You're very welcome. I will be back later today with the Psychic Triad. Terry Lee, Terry Suzuki, and myself will be on Pure Visionaries channel. I have it in my community tab, and you can just click on that link and you'll go right to Terry Lee's channel, Pure Visionary. And we'll be there at 4:30 this afternoon in just a little over an hour. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you there. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. It was
Thank
such
you.
a wonderful
Yes.
crew, wonderful energy. I really loved, everybody was so, yeah. And if you want to be a moderator and I don't have you as a moderator, if you can just let me know some way, somehow, I appreciate that, because it looks like I need more moderators during the day. At night, I think I have a lot, but I think during the day, if you want to be a moderator. But thank you, Wiki. Thank you, Craig. Thank you
Yes.
to my moderators that are here. I appreciate you. And everybody have a wonderful Friday night. Enjoy your weekend, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.